What is going on, guys? Today is an exciting day. The BRZ Turns One. I have now been vlogging for 1 year. The car turns one. I think it's an exciting time. Kind of looking back to reflect of where we started in a year's time. Now, I kind of wanted to have more done to the car. Maybe things came up, money got tight, I graduated college, and student loans, so shit happens. But now I'm really excited to see where year 2 takes us. Now, today is a big reflection day, and a little disclaimer, the car actually doesn't turn 1 year old today. It turns one on July 25th.
And I'm filming this on the 19th. My friend is coming over next week, and then my video's going out on Wednesday and Thursday, so it's kind of
one. But if you guys watch this on a Thursday, then the car turns one. I'm not gonna talk about all the bad shit that has happened to the car, because I'm gonna make a separate video about that. Because since I've been in Florida, you know, the car hasn't been treated with respect because the people here. Why are these people walking in the middle of the damn road? It's just sidewalk. I'm gonna make a video on the negatives since I've been in Florida and since I've had the car. But today, we're talking about all the good stuff. 1 year of the BRZ. So step one today is we have to get the car cleaned because she is super dirty. So we're gonna hit up that car wash now. Now, before we actually get about talking about the car itself, I think right now is a good time to reflect of where we started as just vlogging in general. Now, I bought the car in the summer and I was going to school soon. And I had an idea. I was like, you know what? I see a lot of people buy BRZs and they start vlogging because it's a very easy car to modify. You can do some cool stuff with it. So I thought of the idea of, you know what? I've wanted to do YouTube before. Let's just kind of do it. I started recording with my phone, but I didn't like how the quality was coming out. I didn't like just using my phone to record, just a personal thing. I just didn't like using it. And also, it's a lot more easy to be motivated when you have actual camera. I went out, bought a camera. It was a Sony DCS 80 or 800, and the quality was absolute garbage. I recorded a few videos with it, and then when I went back to college, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna use this camera anymore. So I had an old Sony action camera that filmed in 1080p, so I was using that. Quality was still kind of weird, and it was really weird because it's a little like thing that you're holding. It's pretty much like this remote, but holding it like this to record yourself, and it was kind of weird. I had no playback, I had just the camera filming at me, and that's what it was. Eventually, I went and I picked up another Sony camera that was like a DSLR-esque thing, but again, it had an autofocusing thing that I really did not like because the old Sony camera I was using also had that autofocus. I absolutely hated it. I returned that thing right back. I was considering getting a GoPro, but then I ended up getting the Canon ELPH360HS, which is the camera I was using for the longest time. I really liked it. Only downside is that the screen was stuck to the back, it didn't flip, and it only filmed in 30 frames a second. But other than that, I really did like that camera. I had 3 batteries for it. Battery life was really shitty on it, but it did the job. And I think the quality sufficed. Only thing is that camera was also really bad in any sort of wind. It could be the lightest wind and it picked it up, so it was really hard to film outside with that camera. Flash forwarding since I've been in Florida, I now have the Sony RX or HX80. This camera so far is the best vlogging camera I've found. It has a pop-up lens retractable viewfinder. That's the word I was looking for. Flip-up screen, 60 frames a second, 1080p. It's not 4K, I don't really need 4K right now. But the quality on this camera is just amazing. And I really like it because I can actually see myself when I'm recording, and the autofocusing doesn't do it because it's face tracking on here, so it kind of just knows where I'm at, so it doesn't have to autofocus all the time, which is awesome. I didn't know if I was gonna be doing YouTube for that long, and that's why I bought the shitty camera at first. I was like, you know what? It's a $60 camera. I'm not really losing much if I quit doing it. Fast forward to a year later, I am still doing it. 400 subscribers away from being at 1,000, which is my all-time goal. I never thought I would ever reach a number like that, but we're getting there, and that to me is absolutely amazing. I really want to hit 1,000 subscribers by December of this year, 2019. That is my all-time goal. We're gonna have to get that watch time up, but we got videos planned, and hopefully those bring up the watch time and brings a better audience who just wants to watch my content a lot. I think we have like 80 videos or 90 videos. We have a lot of videos. So if you guys want to catch up, watch through them all. We have a lot. You can see the progression of where I've been. I'm gonna wash the car now. So be less about me now. We're gonna wash the car and talk about a year in review of my BRZ. The car wash I always go to here in Florida, they're recently redoing it, and I don't know if if you've ever seen the walls before, they were white and everything was kind of run down, everything was leaking from the ceiling. Only some of the bays worked really well. The guys told me they're redoing it all, they just sold the place and now they're getting full crew to do full detailing. And he said, yeah, I've seen you here a few times. You get a full detail free on us the first time you come back when we have our crew. I'll take it. So now we're gonna talk about what I have done to the car. I recorded the edit for this, so after this, you guys will see what I had planned. So, according to Instagram, I drive a 100% stock BRZ because I am not wide body and I am not slammed to the ground. I didn't know that was the criteria to be modified, but apparently I am not modified at all. So I'll talk about what I have done to the car, and I'll try to go in chronological order, and you guys can actually follow my videos for it. First thing we did was tint the car. I think I'm at like a 15%, or maybe I was a little bit dark, maybe it was like a 12%, I don't remember, but I wrapped all the way around, and I have a 5% banner on the front of my car. Second thing, we have black side markers from eBay. I don't know the brand because they are from eBay. We have Sylvania red LEDs for the side markers because it adds that little bit of aggression, man. I didn't like the orange look, so I got red ones and it looks really good to me. Next, we have the FT86 Axleback exhaust. This is the first wave of them, and I really wish I waited until the second wave. But essentially, it's a muffler delete to make the car nice and loud. Number, whatever, I said 4. I'm on 4 now? 4, sure. I have Teen Street Bases Z coilovers, and I am not slammed all the way to the ground because, as you guys know, or some of you guys don't know, but if you guys want to know, I am from Pennsylvania. We have really bad roads in Pennsylvania, so slamming it to the ground is a horrible idea because I will bottom out on absolutely everything. The town I live in, I scrape everywhere I go regardless, and if I go lower, I'm going to lose a bumper. So we are not super duper low. For the engine, I have the InGen Evolution cold air intake system. So pretty much it's a big box with a big scoop. So every time you drive, the colder air gets scooped in through the scoop to actually utilize more of the bottom grill that this car has already. So it brings in the coldest air possible for it. And then lastly, for modification on the performance side, I have an open flash tablet with a custom burble tune for the car. So every time we're driving, we're getting backfires, we're getting poppy. And really, that made a huge difference for the car. I have a couple videos about the tablet and the tunes, and it's incredible what it did. For the inside, I wish I had more, and I had stuff planned, but I think the only thing we really have on the inside here right now is this sweet JDM air freshener, and I have my reverse lockout, which is different. I'll do a little clip of that. So if you guys think I'm modified, that's cool, because I think I am, but apparently at Instagram, sorry, I'm not modified at all. But I do have a lot more plans for the car. This is what I had done in 1 year. If you tally up what I've spent on the car in mods, it's over $1,000 at this point already, which is kind of crazy to think about. Why does this guy have one drilled and slotted rotor, but the other one isn't? Stock boy rotor. Racing rotor. The stuff you see in Florida is outrageous. But it's been 1 year with the car. Yeah, we've had some issues. We've had problems. I'm gonna make a video on that because literally all the problems I've had have been from Florida. But the review of the BRZ part, I have had 0 issues with this car. I've never had a check engine light. We are at 17,755 miles. No check engine lights yet. The only problems I've had was from my rear control arm because I didn't tighten it down all the way because I'm an idiot. But other than that, we've had zero issues with the car. I still love this car. This is the best car I've ever owned. I've never had a problem with it yet. I mean, yeah, cross our fingers and knock on wood. I don't have wood in the car, but hopefully it stays this way. I do drive it rough. I do drive it pretty hard. So, I mean, wear and tear is bound to happen eventually, and it's gonna happen. I know it is. I'm not looking forward to it. But so far, I have had zero issues, and it's been incredible. I love this car still. There's some things that are coming for the car when I move back to Pennsylvania that are gonna fix some of the problems that I have with it now. But until then, we gotta live with it while we're in Florida. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys follow me for year 2 of this car. So comment, like, subscribe, do all the fun shit, keep doing you. I'll catch you guys next time. See you in year 2. Peace.